All right, good morning.
Hi guys.
We are, we never got off the boat here.
It's too windy.
Yeah, it was too windy, which was really a shame because it's a really cool place.
Reefs everywhere.
This whole, this whole entire anchorage is reefs, and it borders with reefs, and it would have been really neat to snorkel here, but it just didn't calm down enough. We probably could have done it today, but we talked to our buddies in Turks and Caicos, and there is a weather window opening probably Monday, and we just feel like we need to get to Turks and Caicos and be staged and ready to go. So today's Friday. It's going to take us the day to get there, and then
9 hours or so.
Yeah, and then they were moving out of their marina to French Cay on Saturday morning, and then waiting for the window either Sunday, Monday, something like that. So anyhow, shame we didn't get to check this place out. It's definitely on the list to come back to when we make it back to the Bahamas. But today we're going to head out through the south cut.
It's the east.
The east.
East.
The east entrance, which is
a little narrow.
Yeah, closer to us, and that's why we're going to go through it. But we think it's calm enough, rather than going back an entire hour to get back out this side. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, just fine.
Yeah.
The sailing today should be, knock on wood, perfect. Finally forecasted to about 15,
it can't be worse.
15 knots on the beam, which is what this boat likes.
Yeah. All right.
So looking forward to a great sail. We're gonna haul anchor now. So talk to you later.
What a difference a day makes. Oh, man. These are so much happier. Yeah. I mean, I was braced, but I did not want to go through another day like we went through coming in. We are. So we are out of that abandoned marina, which is it was very comfortable. We did not roll.
That's the first time in what, a couple of weeks probably that we slept without having to roll the anchorage.
Yeah, we didn't roll, we didn't move. But only AJ and I would come to Turks and Caicos and go to the ugliest place on the island. So anyhow, we're leaving. We're on our way to French Cay. We hope we're gonna meet up with some sailors that we met in Georgetown to travel south with. Looks like the wind might be setting up to go straight to Puerto Rico instead of to Dominican, which I'm okay with. I wouldn't mind spending a little bit of time in Puerto Rico. But anyway, we're headed that way now. We haven't heard from them, so we don't know if they're headed to the same place, which is what we talked about, or if they're gonna head on across the banks and just start on the journey.
According to the weather, they should be coming to French Cay. But
Yeah.
either way, we gotta pass it anyway, so
Yeah, so
we should hear from them before we get there.
yeah, it's not too far though, is it?
Like
14
4 hours,
miles?
I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
4 to 6 hours. Something like that.
Anyway,
French Cay.
so we're off. We had 2 rains last night, which was really nice. The boat needed a good wash down for sure.
During the second one, I remembered that our hatches were open.
Yeah. So our forward berth got soaked, and the dining room table got soaked. But you know, what are you gonna do? So it's fine. Hopefully we got the rain out of the way. Although that is a very ominous cloud. That's yes, that's pretty dark and gloomy. But anyway, we'll see. I'm gonna try and catch the sunrise for you if I can make that work.
Put the sails up.
Are we?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. All right, so that impending cloud of doom is still in front of us with rain showers. So
Action. I thought you were talking to me.
action. So we've closed up the cabin again. But there's our sunrise. Not as an obstructed view as I would like you to have through our isinglass. But maybe I'll move the camera when it gets a little closer. And we have another rain cloud ahead of us. Just button down the hatches again.
Motoring, no sailing.
Yeah, we are motoring, so we're straight into the wind, so we don't really have much of a choice. We're about halfway to where we're going.
Yeah, it's only like 16 miles.
Yeah, so we don't have too much farther to go. Provo Radio just called us because we had not checked in. We had called the night before, but they didn't, I guess, take any of the information they were supposed to have. So we just did all of that, gave them all of the credentials, so we're clear for, what, 7 days?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we told them our intention is to leave as soon as the weather window opens, which we think will be tomorrow. And we need to contact them as we're leaving and give them our next port of call. So anyway, ooh, that rain does not look pretty.
We're on the list anyway, because what I've been reading is if you don't call them, they send out a police boat.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear AJ. If you don't call them, then you don't get a phone call. You get a visit from the police boat. So at least we didn't get that. God, that rain looks just
Getting ready to get hit by this probably. We're sailing straight into the wind. Well, not sailing, but our direction is straight into the wind, so we don't have any sails up. We're just motoring. And we just closed all the side, all our enclosure, so we should stay dry when we run into that. But maybe it'll skirt by us, but we'll see. Looks like a lot of water. It's relatively calm though. Nice. Seems like every time we hit the water since the Bahamas, it's been pretty heavy seas and pretty high winds, over 20 knots. So but anyway, hopefully this won't be too bad. It shouldn't be. I don't think we're heading straight into it. We're just getting skirted by it.
So coming up right off here is a wreck on, what's the reef?
Molasses Reef.
Molasses Reef. This is the oldest wreck. I don't know. I can't remember what it said, but it's been there since what? 1500s?
Not sure.
Molasses Reef wreck, the earliest known shipwreck in the Western Hemisphere, pre-1509. Excellent museum of artifacts on the Grand Turks Island. I mean, when you look at it, it looks like it wrecked a week ago or two. I mean, it's so well preserved, it's crazy. But it's just sitting right up there on top of the reef that we're heading straight to with our boat. AJ and I were just talking about we could easily spend a month here in Grand Turks. There's so many cool things to see, so many places to snorkel. So a little disappointed that we can't really stop here at all and do anything, but it's so hard to get south this time of year. And the longer we wait, the harder it's going to get. So it just makes sense to keep going. But definitely this place would be on the list to come back to. I think it's expensive, like to eat out and hang out, restaurants and bars and that kind of stuff, but you know, you can check in, pay your $300 and spend a month to 2 months.
There's got to be another wreck there. I bet you that was a tour boat looking at the wreck.
Oh, AJ? Okay.
That is a wreck.
Yeah, but it's too new looking.
Yeah, that is not pre-50. That's a tour boat.
Okay, so AJ's saying now that that's a tour boat that may have been wrecked.
Looking at the wreck.
Looking at the wreck. So, I don't know. Yeah, because it doesn't look like it's pre-anything. So there must be a wreck down under there. Who knows? Pretty cool though. It'd be interesting to go out there and check it out.
And what's this? A little fishing boat?
Where?
Right here, a little skiff maybe?
I don't see it. Alright, I'm trying to see where we are because it's making me really nervous. Are you going to come down in deep water and then cut into French Cay, or are you going to cut across these shallows?
Basically go on a straight line here.